Hello. It is day 7, the last day of Discovery Princess's inaugural sailing. And so today is a day of packing and a day of making sure I have all the recordings I need. And it's kind of an overcast day outside. So I went to the retreat area to get their bar menu filmed. And the pool was just sloshing all over the place. I was kind of surprised it was still open. It was also extremely windy up there. So I had kind of brunch. I actually managed to sleep in. It was lovely. And I went to the International Cafe, got a coffee. I had already missed their pastries, so that was sad. But I did manage to get a piece of pizza at Slice instead, so I was not starving to death. And I plan to go back over to the Enclave and soak some more while I can. And that might be most of my day. We'll see what else I can get up to. I caught the Little White Lies game show, and you're in for a treat with this.
Please put your hands together for the amazing panelists that we have today. Coming all the way from the Philippines is DJ Anthony. All right, all the way from England is the lady of the panelists today. It's a beautiful, amazing Assistant Cruise Director Karine. And last but not least, the one and only, your Cruise Director DuVal. Now, okay. Are you done? Okay. Right, they're gonna tell you a story about some stuff that they've done before, and you have to guess who is lying. Okay. So, folks, we're gonna ask our panelists about jobs that they've done before. So we're gonna start with Anthony. Tell us a story about a job that you may have had in the past.
I used to brake.
To brake?
Yeah, to brake.
Okay. What about Karine?
Well, before working for Princess Cruises, I actually worked for the most famous man in the world.
All right. What about DuVal?
Before I came to work on Princess ships, I was a real life hitch.
All right. Together, all right? Now you can ask as many questions as you want. Raise your hand, I'll go to you. And we're gonna find out who is telling lies.
So they're gonna ask us questions.
You can ask questions, whatever you want to know.
Can I ask questions too?
No. Yeah, sure, DuVal, why not?
What did you break?
A dance. A break dance.
There you go.
Just
He used to break them.
You were just a bad dancer.
Yeah, and a breaking dance, yeah. And hip hop.
Did you perform? Anthony?
Yes, I used to compete as well before, Southeast Asia.
Oh.
Can you tell us about your best performance, is what he said.
All right, way back 1996. Southeast Asian champion against Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines. We did the freestyle hip hop parade and jump around breakdancing competition. Do you want a sample?
Yes.
No.
That's what she was gonna ask?
Yes.
Do we have a music? Can you put me a beatbox on it?
Can you put me a beatbox on it?
In my past life, I was a beatboxer.
Oh, you got it.
Okay. Are you really about to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we
Not the audience here. I'm gonna do it for you.
Do we have some music we can put on? Some music for the booth? We put on some music? Put on some BGM, turn that up. I hope it's a slow song. Turn it up!
I'm scared. He's what?
Just stretching.
He's just stretching. Want to prevent injury.
A lot of bull I'm
We're
witnessing
getting
right
serious
now.
now. This is for you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. First from the splash zone. Okay. Oh.
So, how long ago was this?
You said you did this in 1996?
Yeah.
Yes.
30 years ago. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
It's a very elaborate lie.
I like that it turned into water at the end.
Any more questions? Feel free to raise your hand. Were you an elf?
Well, the thing was, if you've got to see me this cruise, I'm quite tall. So yeah, so DuVal is like the usual elf size.
I'm gonna ask again something that they've done before their current jobs. I want to know, okay? So we're gonna start with you, DuVal, because you just show us how good of a liar you are. Can you tell us something you did before being a cruise director?
Before I was a cruise director, I was an international model.
Lie.
Okay. All right. Now, Karine.
How tall are you again? Sorry.
Tall enough to be an international model. Shut up. You stay up there. Listen, I'm way too pretty to be lying this round about me being an international model. I am the Charlie of international models.
We got a question here for DuVal. Who are you modeling for?
For a company. Among many other places, my most international was for a motorcycle company.
We have another question for you, DuVal. Did you model for Baby Gap?
Y'all tall people ganging on me.
All right, for Anthony, if you really were a pharmacist, can you name the right dose of DuVal, DuVal, can you do the catwalk for us?
So, me being an international model, I didn't have to walk because I was so internationally famous. So I only did work like taking pictures. So I didn't have to like catwalk model. But I mean, if you insist, then I mean, I might as well. Can you boots and cats me some music?
I'm too sexy for my love. Too sexy for my love. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do a little turn to the catwalk. And do the catwalk. Yeah, the catwalk. Yeah. My little touch on the catwalk.
All right, we got it. All right, last question of the game over here. For Anthony. Can you explain, Anthony, what is the term contraindications? DuVal, you can stop now. We're really asking. Stop showing off.
What? Can you repeat the question? Oh.
Right after tractor tracing.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know her. But yeah, I used to work with my grandfather in a farm.
And we have one last question for Karine. Karine, can you tell us a little bit more about your life and death situation?
I'm a bit distracted, if I'm honest. So I was responsible for looking after a series of plants. I actually worked in a garden centre during the pause, so it was up to me whether those sunflowers were going yellow, and they called me Compost Karine while I was there. But yeah, I worked in a garden centre.
All right, any other last minute questions? Going into it.
Nobody would buy this Vogue cover, I tell you now.
Are you done, DuVal? I'm just gonna wait until DuVal is ready. And take your time, dude.
You need a fan. You have a fan.
What, for all your hair?
Tired of you tall haters in the room. Sexy.
Sponsored by Baby Gap. All right, moving on. I'm gonna ask the panelists to please stand up. Now, if you think that Anthony is the one telling lies, please raise your hand up in the air. Anthony, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that you think you are telling lies. What about Karine? If you think that Karine is the one telling lies, please raise your hand up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, that's really cool. All right, if you think that the model is telling lies, please raise your hand up. I'm gonna put down 45. Okay.
Even the people in the production booth raise their hand.
All right, now I'm gonna ask the liar to step up in 3, 2, 1. Go. Wow. So DuVal. So DuVal, you were actually a model. That's so cool.
I was. So, a hand model. Oh, maybe hand references. I got tiny hands too. Okay. So, I modeled for an agency in St. Louis called Talent Plus, and they're an agency, and so different businesses look for models through them. They found me, and I modeled for Harley Davidson. I modeled clothes for them. I had a leather jacket. I had like a head wrap thing that I put on because it was modeling their clothes. I cannot ride a motorcycle to save my life. I could barely ride a bicycle. But I got to like polish the bicycle, and I like did poses and stuff, and I could look directly into the sun because my eyes are stupid. So the light was great. So I was like this, just staring into it. It was fine. So I was an international model. It was in magazines in both the U.S. and the Canada, and I have pictures.
We have a question over there.
Let me find them. Go ahead, keep moving. I'm gonna find them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna find them.
All right, we have a question over there. Tell me.
Was this your only contract?
Was this your only what?
His only contract. Was this his only contract?
Oh, do you only have one contract?
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
All right, are you ready for the sexy?
Yeah.
Ladies, try to contain yourselves. Put on a scale from 1 to 10. I'm sexy. Go ahead, look at the screen. Bam! Woo! That's a good looking human. That's right. And then also they said, ooh, costume change. All right, like that. Yes, looking good in denim. Denim, looking good. And then they said, ooh, you need a hat with a brim because of the sun. I said, I don't mind looking in the sun. They said, no, we're gonna put on a hat with a brim. And I said, okay. So, look at that. And right there on the hat, Harley Davidson.
No, baby Gap.
Hear that goblin goop. See? Baby Gap stuff was too big. Shut up. I forgot about that one. He's single-ish, ladies.
Hello, fellow travelers. It is the end of day 7, and we have to get off the ship tomorrow. I am almost finished with my packing. The information they sent us actually on disembarkation said that we were supposed to get most of our bags out before we went to dinner, and then anything that we still needed to pack, you know, before we went to bed. It's so unusual that Princess doesn't give us a set time to have things out, but it works. Anyway, I have one bag packed, and I was able to fit my dragon into it. I was very pleased about that. I was worried how I was going to get it home. Now it just has to make it all the way home in one piece. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I went to the Enclave for a while, and gosh, that is nice. If you've never done it and you have the opportunity and you like hot tubs and saunas, then I would really recommend it. They had a pricing of, I think it was $49 per day, or at the beginning of the cruise, you could buy the full week for $149, which is a really good deal. And so I have enjoyed soaking in that lovely bubbly tub, and everything smells so good there. And they have, of course, various showers of different types. They have various saunas of different types. They have those lovely heated loungers, and it's just pampering. It's lovely. Anyway, dinner was at Sabatini's and was very good. It's always more food than I can eat. So I went to one of the game shows. It was not the Liars Club, but it's another lie-based kind of a game show where you have to guess who's actually telling the truth and who's telling a lie. And our Cruise Director DuVal had way too much fun at this, and it was really fun. And so I was very glad to have seen that and gotten it on film, because it's hilarious. Tomorrow is disembarkation, and I will be showing you that. We have to be out of our cabins by 8:30. And I believe I actually have to be in my assigned meeting station at 8:25 anyway. So I'm going to be getting up bright and early, having breakfast in the main dining room for the first time. I might even get Eggs Benedict, I'm really hoping. And going home. I'll let you know how it goes. Solo Sue signing off.